Hi and welcome to W2 Kitchen, where today we're making a very English burger. We're going to make a Yorkshire pudding, some roast potatoes, we've got some black pudding, we're going to make a gravy, we're also going to make a stuffing burger as well as a beef and pork mince patty. I'm going to start by cooking the potatoes. So roast potatoes, nice big potatoes, cut them in four, cold water and bring them to the boil. Once they're breaking up, then they'll create lots of little crevices and fluff, and that's going to make our roast potato really, really crispy. I think we should always season the potatoes now as well. Our potatoes are coming to the boil behind us. I'm going to do quick gravy. So for this, I've got some stock already. Got some butter and a little bit of beef tallow or lard, some flour. So I'm going to start by making a roux. Once our flour has been cooking off for a little bit, so we've got Evan's special bottle opener. And we've got London Pride. It's really important to use a proper English ale, I think, to make a good gravy. And you also really have to make sure that you cook the bitterness out of the beer. I find that with cooking, more alcohol is always better. I'm going to go in with the stock. We're using a mixture of beef and chicken today. Then finally, some Marmite. The Marmite will help it not only season, but it will go really, really rich and meaty. So next we're going to put together a Yorkshire pudding mix. For this, you will need a bowl, some scales, 2 eggs, 70 grams of flour, 71 grams of flour, and 100 grams of milk. 102 will do. And whisk. So nice smooth batter. We're going to set that aside in the fridge. And then we have some stuffing we're going to make into a patty. So we've used a pre-made stuffing mix. And my favorite way to make stuffing is with pork mince. That is the correct way to make stuffing. Yeah, I won't have it any other way. I'm going to use a drop of milk just to loosen it up a little bit. It looks exactly like stuffing to me. Stuffing burger, done. Next, that still has all the stuffing flavor. I'm going to use beef and pork mince. I've got a little bit more stuffing mix just because breadcrumbs through burger patties or through mince for meatballs, etc., makes it a little bit softer. So I'm just going to leave that like that so that the stuffing mix, which is breadcrumb based, absorbs that milk. Check on everything else that's going on, which is quite a lot of stuff actually. Okay, so I'm just going to add some butter and some beef tallow, beef lard, beef dripping to pan, diced onion in. We don't want to get too much color on it. We just want it to cook through so that it's really nice and sweet. It has a lot of richness going through this, so sweet will work. A little bit of salt. I didn't know that Evan had bay leaves, so I'm just going to add 1 there in the potatoes and 1 there in the gravy. Touch of sugar just to enhance that sweetness a little bit more. And we're going to stop it there. So, making our burgers, a little bit of salt, remembering that the stuffing mix is already seasoned, a little bit of pepper, burger done, set aside for later. So our potatoes are soft, you can see because they're starting to crack, and we're going to put them in a sieve and just start roughing up the edges of them. If they fall apart too much, good. You're just gonna have like beautiful little crispy bits of potato. So you can see that the potato has a really nice like floury coating on the outside. That one doesn't, so we put it in there for another second. All of the mashed potato, get everything in there. Like it's all just going to become super crispy. And then all of the butter on the bottom of the tray, we want that to coat the potato entirely. So Again, we're gonna give it a little shake. A little bit of salt. Try and get them away from the edge, not touching each other too much, and then that will make them crisp up even better. Into an oven. Doesn't really matter what temperature. We've got 220. And then we've got our Yorkie trays. We've got big ones. And they're full of beef fat. They go in to heat up, so we're heating up the fat. We're going to pour the Yorkshire pudding mix into smoking hot fat. I've turned the oven right up to 260. So, our Yorkshire pudding is in the oven. It's looking bloody fantastic. And we're gonna start searing our burger. We're gonna go burger first, and then we'll go our stuffing smash burger. So we get the best of both worlds. In fact, we got stuffing as well. That's the best of three worlds. Why has no one thought about a stuffing smash burger? Why did I not think of that? That's such a good idea, no? Like stuffing smash burger, crispy chicken skin. Who cares what happens next? Roast potatoes on the side. So as we've got a thicker patty, we cover it to warm it through. So we're going to smoke out Evan's house again. Well, they look great. Genuinely look fantastic. And that is a Yorkshire pudding. Also gonna quickly take our potatoes out. They're not quite ready, just giving them another flip. It's probably as good as you'd get at a pub right now. And we're also going to put our black pudding on the tray. They actually look pretty good, the potatoes, already. Right. Our burger I'm also gonna take out now. Just let it rest on the side. While that's resting, got a little bit of oil splatter here. Hopefully there's none on my shirt. In with our stuffing. Yorkies look bloody brilliant. Like, burger in, lid back on. Let it cook through. It's gonna be the most unhealthy burger. So our burger is ready now. It smells like stuffing, which is one of the best smells in the world. Our potatoes and black pudding ready. Yeah, beautiful. Well, that one's incredible. That one's incredible. Yeah. And then I'm going to assemble our burger. I like burger on first. That's gonna fit pretty much inside that Yorkie. I don't know why no one's done this before. I'm gonna go with 2 pieces of black pudding, then potatoes straight on top. I'd suggest eating maybe one of these a year, at most. Otherwise, you will be the NHS's best clientele. Onions on top. Just remember they've got all the animal fat, which needs to reheat up as well. I feel like this is something that El Burrito Monster would be very proud of. Oh, that looks so good. I mean, that's proper dirty, isn't it?